G'day. Welcome to Forkman and the Champ, episode number 16. Oh, yeah, that's sweet 16. Never been kissed. Don't know about you, Champ, but, well, I've been kissed way before 16.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. I still haven't been kissed.
You haven't been kissed yet?
No, not at all. No.
You're waiting until marriage?
No, I'm just waiting for someone to kiss me, bro. Really, it's just sad.
I can organize someone to kiss you if you like.
No, it's not you. It's not going to be you.
No, not me. What about a baby kiss? Does that count?
Kiss a baby? Like
Charlie.
Charlie. Oh, yeah. No, I'll save that for if I have a political campaign. You know how they always love kissing babies?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, they do. For some reason, I don't know why they like kissing babies, but they do. Anyway, I'm Forkman. With me, as always, is
the Champ.
How your week been?
Yeah, it's been all right. Just locking down again, sorting stuff out, just hanging out at the house. Pretty boring, really. Nothing really to do.
Yeah, I hear you there. I've lost track of days of free time and track of time, so I've been like sitting in the bedroom, just sitting in my bed under the doona, and then before I know it, dinner time.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh damn it! I actually need to do something now. Need to get out of bed and actually get some stuff done before the end of the day.
Each day that passes is a day lost to time.
True that. I'll say we get into things now.
Yeah, let's get stuck into it.
Have you been watching much TV during this lockdown?
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't have internet for a while, so I've been watching a lot of free-to-air TV.
Yeah.
I've seen the same ads about 100 times, especially with the footy. They always play the same ads every time. So, yeah, I've been watching a fair bit of television.
Yeah, also, not sure whether you have noticed, but lately on ads, there have been the same ads, like also old school ads from the the driving ones where, hey, think before you get behind the wheel or wear seatbelt.
Oh yeah, the buckle your seatbelt ad.
Yeah, that ad had come back. Like old road trauma ads have come back. I'm not too sure why they're doing it, but I've been kind of like, wow, if they had to go back to old school messages to get the message out there, but so be it, I guess. But whatever gets the message out to you.
TRC always they're well known for making really good ads, aren't they?
Yeah.
They do that, like all their ads are pretty well known, like remember the pictures of you ad and everything like that. But I wonder if it's something to do with the fact that just ad spots might be going quite cheaply now because a lot of businesses are going under and can't afford to advertise. I know that's the case with, like that happened with regional papers, is they all went belly up because nobody could advertise. Nobody could afford to advertise. So maybe it's going cheap because of the economic collapse. Or and so the government, government's always got money. Traffic Accident Commission will always make money off people paying their rego and stuff. So it could be that. And they're just like, well, we
could be.
Why not? We can't film another one.
Yeah, true that. But I have actually found it really interesting too, because some of them I had forgotten about. Well, I didn't know they had that.
But that's from like 1987 though, so you couldn't. You alive then? No,
I was born in the 90s, but they have also been playing ads from the 90s.
Are they? Which ones?
I forgot which one. I'll have to find it. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for my second. It's time for Forkman Has Questions.
Did you say your second favorite segment?
No, not my second favorite segment.
What is it then in your segments?
My favorite segment is your one. Champ.
Thank you. That was good. I was hoping you'd say that. Otherwise, I would have hung up. Stormed off and done my solo podcast. Ice creams with the Champ.
Nice. We'll have to see you eat it one day.
Huh?
We'll have to see you eat them one day.
Oh yeah, one day. That's why if we get 4 Patreons, I'll do it.
Anyway, moving right along. My question this week is to all the young folk out there, all the young kiddies out there, teenagers. We're talking 13.
Oh yeah.
13 up, maybe 10. It depends on the kid.
Are they target demographic? Do they listen to this show? I thought demographic was I don't even know what our demographic would be. But
I've got no idea who I have no idea who downloaded the show, but it did it for those young people.
We need to know our demographic so we can attract advertisers.
Good idea. Yeah, I agree with you. If you are in the teenager range, let us know. We'll definitely try to get some sponsors on the show, like Nike.
Let us know your demographic, and hopefully you're in a demographic that's really susceptible to advertising.
Yeah.
And we'll start catering to you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get if it's young blokes, we could probably get a online betting company to sponsor us.
Yeah, maybe
sports bet.
Yeah, sports.
They love targeting kids and young men into bloody game. Anyway, go on.
anyway, let's gamble. Otherwise, we'll be
Yeah, definitely not. No, that was a dig at sports bet. I wasn't promoting them. Fuck you, sports bet. Unless you sponsor us. No, don't sponsor us.
Now, so my question is to, as I said, that demographic. Why do you think it is okay to take up a whole section of bus, the disabled section of the bus, where there are clearly people on the bus who need that seat more than you do?
Question for the kids.
Yeah, I know you can't. I know they say you'd have to social distance, but you don't have to take up that bit of the bus, the disabled section. Go down the back of the bus, I don't care. But don't sit in the disabled section when you clearly don't have a disability and you're hanging out there with your gang of mates.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, well, I mean, that's the point where they should, if they see a disabled person get on, ask if they want the seat and then move.
Yeah, but
no, it's not on the. I'm just trying to think, but it's not on the disabled person to ask for the seat, is it?
No.
It's on the kids to ask if they need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad etiquette. I always find it awkward with the old people on trams. When I used to catch the tram all the time, was you didn't know how old was old. So like someone who's like 60, if they want a seat, they're like, "Excuse me, why would I need a seat?" Like in their late 50s, they get real offended that you've offered them the seat.
Yeah.
And there's always the old somebody. I've had a few people who thought someone was pregnant and offered them the seat and they weren't.
Oh my God! I've done that before. I'm putting my hand up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. It's always best to avoid the seat, or don't even offer. Just get up and stand somewhere is what I tend to do. Otherwise, you'll get. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It could be any crazy stuff could happen. You never know. Especially.
Yeah.
No.
Now, Champ, I want to get your opinion.
Yep.
With numbers going the way it is in the coronavirus cases recent, been going up, then it been going one day being up, then the next day it being down, up, down, up, down, up, down. For those of you listening on audio, can the Tramp explain what Forkman is doing with his fingers?
If they're listening on audio, I'll describe it. He's moving them up and down.
So up, down.
It's almost like he's miming the worst marionette performance I've ever seen.
Yeah. So anyway, with the numbers going up and down on a daily basis, do you reckon by the end of this week we could be in a stage 4 restriction, hard lockdown?
I would hope not. The thing is, it changes every day. I'm no public health expert, but I'll tell you, I'm someone with a lot of common sense. No, but no, I just think it depends on what happens day to day. We'll never know what the results are going to be for the next day until they happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it stays fluctuating like this, I can't see us going to stage 4, just because stage 4 is huge in terms of it would be shutting down every small business.
Yeah, and then they had to see who did you
Yeah,
class?
it's not a choice that they would make lightly unless they absolutely had to. And I guess with it as well, I think the art they're balancing out a bit, so they're stabilizing. So they're not one person's. It's like at the moment one person's spreading it to one other person. It's getting closer to the R number's getting closer to a 1. So
Yeah,
rather you want that number to be below 0. If it's above 1, people are spreading it.
yeah, too much.
If you get it, you spread it to 2 people. So by the time you've recovered, more people still have it. Whereas if you're only spreading it to 1, you'll recover, and then So,
Yeah,
hopefully that number's getting back down to 1. So hopefully not. I think with the delay with the test, 7-day average incubation period, 5 days. I mean, it's up to like 4. It's between like 3 and 5 days to get the test back. So it's 10 days before we see the effects of
new measures.
pretty much 2 weeks before you really see the effects of anything that gets introduced. So I guess we'll wait and see. I certainly hope not, and I'd be surprised. I think Dan Andrews probably copped the rough stick. I think he's doing the best he can. He just had a bit of an unlucky run, and I know. Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Do you know what? I reckon Dan Andrew gonna like Forkman and the champ. We've been giving him a lot of plugs lately.
Yeah, we have. I mean, the one thing is that near me there's a bottle of which as soon as he did that announcement that everybody talks about, he said on the beers.
Yeah.
They painted like a big mural of him saying "Get on the beers" on the side of the bottle, and I tell you what, it has not aged well.
Wow.
Everybody's back in lockdown. It's aged like a fine milk. They would say.
Wow. And then Mr. Andrew did get. It sounds like we're endorsing him to be premier. So
Yeah.
I'm wanting to money from Dan Andrews to donate the money to our podcast because we endorse you a lot. Vote 1 Dan Andrews.
Well, I just think if we endorse him, we'll make a deal with him. If we endorse him for premier now, when he was in a few years, then he's got to endorse us to be joint premier.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a fair deal?
I agree.
That's it. Oh, say that to him. If you're listening out there, Dan Andrews, do that. There's our offer.
Now, champ, it's time for my favorite segment, the world's favorite segment. Been getting a lot of emails about this one. It's time for. You've been talking ice cream with the champ. Wonder what ice cream he has this week. But it's a vanilla one or maybe a chocolate one, but it's strawberry with sprinkled on top. Wonder what ice cream the champ has this week. Will it be 10 out of 10 or will it be 0? Wonder what ice cream the champ has this week. Yeah, what ice cream did the champ have this week? It's a question on everyone's mind around Melbourne at the moment. What ice cream did the champ have this week? I had an email the other day from Rebecca from Mentone. She goes, "Hey, Forkman and champ, can you give me a little clue of what ice cream champ got up to this week? Ate this week?"
No, you did not get an email that said that, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad it's getting some traction finally. People want to hear.
Wait. Do you want to know how old Rebecca is? Because I asked her how old she was.
How old?
55.
55. Rebecca Mentone. Well, this goes out to you, Rebecca from Mentone. I had this was a bit of an upmarket kind of yuppie ice cream I had. I thought I'd kind of spread it out because, I did a few fast food ice creams and stuff. I did a Panna organic banana and caramel dairy-free ice cream, just to get all the kind of vegans and lactose intolerant people out there, just to do an ice cream for them, kind of broaden our audience a bit. And I'll tell you what, it was $8 for a punnet, like a little thing. So it was a small container, so it's pretty expensive. But I mean, that's kind of the standard price for a boutique ice cream. I know what all the fans are saying. They're going, Champ, this is 3 weeks in a row that you've reviewed a caramel ice cream. And of course it is, because I'm doing the month of caramel. Everybody, I think I forgot to announce it, but 4 weeks of caramel ice creams in a row is what I'm doing. So it'll be another, and then that's it. I'll move on to a different. I'll leave caramel month until next year.
Is that your dry July challenge to have all?
Yeah, it's my dry July. We should make it, get a trend in, eat a caramel ice cream every week for the month of July. It was pretty good. To be honest, I wouldn't have been, if I had it separately, I would have not been able to, if I had it without knowing, I would not have been able to tell you that it was vegan. I thought it was proper normal ice cream, so it's pretty good with that. Really nice creaminess. The one thing about it is it kind of freezes a bit differently. It kind of gets a bit icically at the top. That might have been because it partially melted though, so I can't really deduct points for that because it was in my car for a while. The other sad thing about it is that if I hadn't seen the packet, I wouldn't also be able to tell you that it was caramel. It was very, very strong banana flavor. But the good thing, I love banana flavor though. So yeah, it's kind of good texture, kind of real surprisingly for something that didn't have any cream, real creamy, and real strong banana flavors. Probably could have done with a bit of, I thought it might have like actual caramel in it, like caramel bits, but it didn't, unfortunately. So yeah, I'd probably give it, I'll give it a bonus point or two for being, kind of friendly so everybody can eat it. But I mean, I'm only probably going to give it maybe 6.5 or seven ice creams out of 10. Like, it was a good ice cream, but for $11, I got it on special for 8. For $11, I probably wouldn't get it again. I'd probably maybe go for a Ben and Jerry's or something like that. It's the same price. Or a what's the other one? Hasungen, the German one, which is quite good. They do a really good caramel one, and I might do that one next week actually. But yeah, I'd recommend it to lactose intolerant vegans. I think it's pretty good. It's good to kind of see more products out there on the market, kind of diversify stuff like that. But yeah, 6.5 ice creams out of 10.
Yummy! I can't wait to go and try that ice cream this week. Now, Champ, I have this local Asian grocery that I go to.
Oh yeah.
Every now and then.
What'd you get?
I bought a can of Coke. Now, there is a possibility I may have shortchanged the guy.
How?
So it cost $3.95.
For a can of Coke?
Yeah.
I think you're getting shortchanged there, man.
Yeah. So what that?
$3.95. What did he ask for your wallet and keys as well, mate? Jeez.
No, he did not. So anyway, I gave him the money, but I only gave him $2.95.
Oh no!
Even in 5-cent coins.
Oh.
He couldn't be bothered counting it.
Well,
so I changed a guy. I don't know whether I should feel bad about this or whether I should be happy about this.
Well, I mean, no, it's a small business. Go and give him his dollar. Go give him his dollar. I reckon just say, listen, I think I shortchanged you. Here's $1. You'll feel better about it. If you're already not sure whether you should feel bad about it or not, it means that you probably do feel bad about it if you're thinking about it still.
Have you ever shortchanged anyone?
Not intentionally, or maybe when I was younger, like when I thought it was funny. But nah, I don't think so. I probably have by accident. Sometimes the old pay with foreign coin move, like when somebody gives you a New Zealand 20 cents coin and you just kind of keep that in circulation. But other than that, no, not really. $3.95 for a can of Coke's outrageous. I was bloody got Uber Eats the other day. Just how much a potato cake cost?
How much?
$4.
$4? You're kidding me.
$4. Yeah, it's a bloody outrage.
We got to start that one. We got to pass that onto the rumor file.
Yeah, $4 for a potato cake. $4 for a can of Coke as well on the Uber Eats. It's too much, mate. Cans should be like $1.50 or something, mate.
I agree with you there.
Buy the cans of Coles for $10 and then just stock them in your fridge for fucking $2. More than $2.50 for a Coke, mate. It's ooh.
Yeah. Now, Forkman.
Yeah. Don't shortchange people. Give them his dollar.
Okay. I'll think about it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, moving right along. I'm kind of sad because I did it the second last week. I'm going to be doing this segment. It's time for.
This is Forkman's weekly Big Brother News Roundup.
Yeah, that is correct. It's time for Forkman's weekly Big Brother news roundup. Now, it's been an interesting week on Big Brother, to say so the least. We saw Kieran evicted, or so we thought he was evicted, but he ended up going into a room that was white, called the White Room, where the whole room was painted white.
Are you sure he didn't die and go to purgatory?
I am sure. The clothes he had to wear were all white, and then the next night.
Are you sure they didn't shoot a Colgate or something? Sorry, I'll stop interrupting. Go ahead.
And then the next night, Sophie got evicted, and T got put into the White Room too. So then there were two in the White Room, and they were both wearing white.
Mm.
And there were 2 red buttons in there. So at the end of the episode, the host got on and were like, "They're no evicting tonight, but someone will be coming back into the house." Out of Karen and Sophie, they could have both got them into the house if they wanted to. But these red buttons, what they had a TV screen with money on there, and they kept going up, and they had 60 seconds to press that button. Otherwise, if they didn't press that button, they could go back into the house. So it gets like about to almost 60 seconds, and Karen hits the red button and takes home over 15 grand from the winning total. So the prize money is now less. It's now less than what it would be because Karen took $15,000.
What's the prize money?
I'm not too sure what it was, but he took $15,000 of it.
Yeah, good. Good on him. That's what I do.
Yeah.
He can get 15,000. He can get 6,000, 3,500 potato cakes for that.
True that. And now
15,000 potato cakes for it. Outrageous. Go on.
Yeah. So now this week on Big Brother are going to be kind of interesting because we get to see who makes the final 3, and then it's into our hands. We get to pick the winner.
Who's still in it? Is Daniel Gorridge still in it?
Yeah, Daniel's still in it. Matt's still in it. Oh, I forget who else. I forget their names, but yeah, there are a few people. There's Sarah. She's from Melbourne. She's a young lady, 18. She's from Pakenham. She's still in it. So I'm hoping she wins, because if she wins, that money can go to her education.
All right.
Now.
I want Daniel to win. Didn't he play for Carlton, I think? So.
Yeah, well, hopefully he does win. Now, Champ, you probably had heard this news by now, but from Wednesday at 11:59 p.m., like most of the restrictions that they have put in place, we are mandatory it will be mandatory that everyone wears one of these while they are out in public.
Yeah, I've got mine on.
One moment.
Yeah, nice. I wonder how it affects the audio quality.
What's that?
I said I wonder if it's going to affect the audio. See, mine makes my ears stick out because it's too small. I got to get a new one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not
Okay.
sure whether you can hear me properly with this.
Yeah. I know I can hear it fine. So you can see how the elastic pulls my ears forward.
Yeah.
Mistaken on the street for a fair elven maid, so I've got to start sorting it out.
Yeah, I think you do.
Back onto me.
But we all have to wear masks from midnight on Thursday morning.
Really, we should be wearing them as soon as possible as well. I mean, the Wednesday at midnight's just so people have time to get them. If you go, you should be wearing it now.
I feel like I could walk into a bank right now and be like, "Hey, do you stick them up?"
Do you have a gun though?
I have a toy gun,
Oh yeah, that will work. Yeah, why don't we do that?
but we're not gonna do it.
Don't do. You were questioning whether you should shortchange someone, and now you're already talking about bloody robbing banks, Forkman. See, I tell you, this morality thing's a slippery slope, bro. Shades of grey, escalate, to pitch darkness, oblivion. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Now I want to know: do you agree with these changes?
Yeah, I think it's fair enough. I want to know what the penalty for not wearing a mask is. It's kind of one of those things that
It's $200.
$200. I guess that's all right. I mean, they're pretty. It's just a face covering, so you can wear other stuff over your face. So like if your mask breaks or you forget your mask, you can like wear a scarf over your face or just tie some cloth around your face, which I think is I think it's probably pretty good because nice scarf. One, nice one.
Can you wear Swannies ones? Or do you reckon they are
no, I
banned?
think you're actually not allowed. You're allowed to wear any scarf but a swan scarf, I think he said.
I didn't hear that. I might have to go over the audio again.
Yeah, go. I'll give him a call. Yeah,
I will.
fair enough. It's just the thing of just getting into the habit of bringing your mask with you everywhere. It's going to be a bit of a pain to. But I guess people aren't really going anywhere. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but we'll see.
I think it's fair enough. Probably good. I mean, whatever we have to do to get life back to normal, that's what we have to do.
Whatever we have to do, I guess.
What we got to do, baby, you want to be, yeah.
Yeah. No, if they said we had to go spend a week with you at your house, we had to do it.
If you had to spend a week at my house.
Yeah, if they'd everyone or Melbourne go spend time at the Tram's house.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, mate. Yeah, I need to bloody put in some bunk beds, mate. I don't have that much room for 4 million people, but I'll do, mate. You know.
We'll all camp in the backyard.
Rustle some stuff out of the kitchen, buddy. Get some tents. Some bloody, maybe, somebody might have to sleep on like a bloody foam mat, but.
Where would you make Dan Andrews? Where would Dan Andrews sleep? Would he get a bed?
Dan Andrews. Oh, I mean, I have a feeling that he would probably not take the bed just because it would be a bad look if he said everybody had to sleep on my floor and then he jumped into a bed.
Yeah, true that.
Or with the people. I mean, you wouldn't.
Or do you reckon he would take the roof?
He'd take the roof. No, he might stand guard all night, making sure. He'd be the one tucking everyone in, surely.
Yeah, surely. You would think so.
He'd be tucking them in with like a claw on a stick so he can keep his 1.5 meters off.
Or he'll be the one who is when you go to a party and you always have the one person who's like, now take it easy on the drinks, don't go too hard. Oh, I think you're going a little bit too hard. I'm gonna.
Mr. Get on the beers.
Huh?
He's a party machine.
But you never know. He may be like that.
Maybe.
Now.
Guy who sits at the back rolling fat blunts for everyone.
So now we had 2 competitions running last week, or 2 ways people could win a stubby holder this week. And they were by our poll on our Forkman and the Champ Facebook page. Give us a like on there. So the first poll was, do you agree with this 6-week lockdown? A whopping 73% said yes, it had to happen. And 27% said no, I want to break free.
One, two, three. They probably just like that song though. You've misled them.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And then the other question was, would you like 2 episode a week of Forkman and the Champ? And a whopping 56% said yes. Bring it
56.
on.
Wow. Was one of those votes you though?
No. And a whopping 44% said no, you guys suck.
So close. Do we suck?
No, we do not suck.
No. By the majority, the public have said we don't suck. So what do you think about that, public?
So, in saying that, we won't do two episodes this week, but for next week we'll pump out 2 episodes.
Sounds good.
We won't tell you what days. It'll be a surprise. So, like, we'll continue our Monday recording because we usually record on a Monday. We'll continue that, and then you never know. You may get one on a Thursday or a Friday. It depends on how we feel.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good. So maybe you'll get more. Maybe you get less.
Yeah. So now, so in saying that, I'm going to give 2 prizes out to the for the comp this week. So I'm going to pull out a name out of my black hat here. You can see my black hat. Their names are in there. You probably can't see the names.
Can't see the names.
We did good. Oh! So, first winner is, can you read that?
Adrian.
Adrian who?
Did Adrian vote? Is he listening in?
Adrian voted on the, do you agree with the lockdown? And he said yes. He agreed to.
I was going to say he voted and said that we suck.
No. My brother did.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. And our next winner is Rob. Rob Lindsay.
Oh yeah, nice.
I reckon because I'm feeling like it. I feel like a third.
Oh yeah.
Let's see who we get the third. And Lone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he voted a couple times. He said yes, bring it on, bring the podcast on, and on. He agreed.
We'll get some stubby holders made for those guys. Very lucky people. Very.
Do you reckon we do a 4th? Do you feel like a 4th?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Why not? Let's do it.
So long as Simon wins.
Who's gonna be the 4th lucky winner?
Fingers crossed for Simon winning.
Who?
Simon.
Simon did not win. Simon had already won one. Lachlan, my old basketball coach, have won one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So no 4 people.
Basketball that I used to take you to?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah, you used to take me to the basketball there. So
Yeah,
they are our winners this week. Make sure you vote on our poll this week to be in a chance to win a prize. A stubby holder again. You never know. You could be in a chance 4 in whatever chances. You got to enter to be in it. So this week's question is. Do you agree with the new marks rule? Yes or no?
Yeah, but do a serious question and then do a fun question.
So that is that question.
That's our formula.
That is that question. And then the fun question is, should the champ in our second episode next week, should the champ dress formally for the podcast in a suit and tie?
Suit and tie. Well, that's the thing, bro. I just was wearing my suit and tie this morning, actually. So they're just bored, and because I've lost a bit of weight, I fit back into it again. And they're
Yeah.
shooting buttons across the room, getting into it.
Awesome. Well, do you know what?
Wow.
That is our question. Would you like to see?
But that's
Huh?
the thing, if I wear a jacket, suit, and tie because I'm sitting on my bench, I might just not wear my suit pants.
But we won't know that. Will we?
You'll never know.
You never know. You never know. So yeah, don't
Then I went to go and see Sean McAuliffe mad as hell one time, and he sits behind the desk.
I was gonna say, should the champ do the whole show in a dress?
No, I don't
But
have.
you probably don't have. You probably don't have a dress.
No, I was going to say it's like Sean McAuliffe mad as hell. I mean, now we've kind of digressed from that. It doesn't matter. I'll tell that story another day. So wait out for that.
Tune in next week to hear about that story.
Oh, maybe next week. Well, I'll forget about it. But anyway.
Yeah. Cool. Now, champ, where can people find Forkman and the champ?
Locked down in our houses. And
Yeah.
the 4 reasons.
Yeah.
Within themselves, we're always with them in spirit, inside their hearts. Now, those are 2 jokes that I say every week. Do I have a third funny one to add on? No, I can't think of one at the moment off the cuff. But Instagram, Facebook,
Website for Forkman,
Patreon, YouTube,
all the good places.
all the good places.
So give it a like on Facebook, Forkman and the champ. Like us off so that follow us on Instagram. Just look for Forkman and the champ. I believe that one is.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a mind blank about what our Insta handle is. Have you ever done that?
Probably just Forkman and the champ, isn't it?
Forkman and the champ podcast on Instagram. Just look for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then also you can follow us on Instagram. Find out on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe below, and make sure you click that bell so you know when we are popping out new content. Give it a rating on iTunes. Tell everyone to listen to us. Tell your mum. Tell your dad. Tell your sister. Tell your girlfriend. Tell the milkman. Tell the postman. Tell everyone.
The milkman is in my friend the milkman, or just the regular milkman?
Any milkman.
All right. Don't tell the milkman my friend, though. I mean, he probably would.
But anyway, tell anyone you come in contact with. Even tell the police officer who had pulled you over for breaching COVID-19 rules. Tell him to listen to Forkman and the Champ podcast. We'll give him a shout out. So, hello to that happy police officer.
We love you, police. You now because you've put me onto the best podcast I've ever heard.
You would hope, but no promises. No promises.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been an awesome show this week. It's time for some shout outs. Who would your shout out to this week, champ?
Just to all the people out there who are doing the right thing, locking down and wearing their masks. Big shout out to all the people who are getting us through all this and doing the right thing, even though it's probably coming at a bit of a personal cost to everyone. It sucks for everyone. So big shout out to them, and a reverse shout out, a condemnation to all those who aren't doing it. Boo! If you're listening, bloody, I don't even want you to listen. If you're breaking the rules, I don't want you to listen to this podcast. You haven't earned it. Or maybe you should listen to it as punishment, or either or, whatever. But bad. Anyway, what about you?
I'd like to give a shout out to my son. I love you, miss you. And I always do. So firstly him, and then I'll also give a shout out to everyone locked down in their homes at the moment. Hope you are coping well. If you're not, feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page. As I said before, you can just send out a PM on there. One of us will be happy to talk to you, and if we can point you into a helping hand, we'll put you into them. Until next time, I've been Forkman. He's been
The chair.
and
Chair for now, not forever.
and remember to always wash your hands with soap, water, and hand sanitizer.
And Michael